It has been relentless. Rain and wind continue to pound Hampton roads. Good evening, I'm Tom Shad. Many of you had to fight your way around flooded streets, and we've learned that all Virginia Beach City public schools are operating on a 2-hour delay tomorrow. You're looking at the reason why. High waters like this scene here in Bow Creek. And in Norfolk, the Monticello underpass closed because of flooding. We have a lot more of this, too, to come in the next few minutes. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Edmondson is here to begin our team coverage. And, Jeff, we are not done yet.
No, not done yet. We still have some rain coming down across parts of our area for tonight. We've had a lot of rainfall in some locations, like in spots of Virginia Beach. You've had more than 7 inches of rainfall from the storm system. So here's a look at Super Doppler 10 for tonight. This rain will continue to move through the peninsula, middle peninsula for tonight, eventually pushing more to the west later on in the next couple of hours. The heavy rain and the moderate rain has already started to move out of the peninsula. It looks like it's more so centered over the James River, closer to Williamsburg and also near Surrey County. Some rainfall coming down around Gloucester right now, but not too bad compared to what we had earlier. Oceana, 7.89 inches of rain from the storm system. Kempsville, almost 2 inches less, 5.65. Norfolk, 4.3. Yorktown, 4.5. Cape Charles, 4 inches of rain. There's a lot more rain totals that we'll go through coming up in 10 minutes so we can see what's going on maybe in your neighborhood too for the rain. But the storm system and the wind is moving out. The wind is decreasing. Tomorrow morning, southwesterly winds across Virginia Beach. So not seeing those strong 55-mile-an-hour gusts like we had today. We'll still have the rain, though, possibly tomorrow. The rain moves west for tonight, but the storm system will return and start moving back to the east by tomorrow afternoon. There's not a lot of rain on here. There won't be a ton of rain tomorrow, but a couple of showers are a possibility. So off and on showers may develop during the day tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies. Notice it's not very warm tomorrow. Temperatures are locked in the 60s. We'll take a look at that extended forecast and also give you an update on what's going on in the tropics. There's a new storm that could be developing soon. We'll have that in a bit.
All right, Jeff, we continue our team coverage in Norfolk tonight, where tidal flooding peaked earlier this evening. Some streets, though, remain impassable at this hour. 10 of your side's Markeisha Jackson is live just outside the floodgates downtown, where it's always a challenge getting around during these events, Markeisha.
Hey, Tom. Yeah, a challenge indeed. I was in Norfolk pretty much all evening, and I just watched the conditions, the flooding conditions, that is, just worsen over time. But now at the 11 o'clock hour, I can say where I am, right outside of these floodgates, we've started to watch some of the water sort of recede. Norfolk crews put the, floodgate up earlier and closed it to stop some of this water from getting out. And it's a good thing they did, because it did limit some of this water from getting out of these gates into the street. But other parts of the city, they had a lot of water to deal with tonight.
Staying away from downtown Norfolk. Be careful, you got a big old truck.
That's what advice residents in Norfolk are giving to each other as they navigate this week of rain. Tuesday's commute was a yucky one, with many areas experiencing tidal flooding. We spoke to one woman bracing the rain to DoorDash.
Yeah, tons of orders. It's super busy tonight. Everybody's trying to stay inside.
While the rain isn't stopping her, the weather has made her commutes tonight all but pleasant.
Pretty chaotic. It's been pretty dangerous. I DoorDash in it, so. All the streets are flooded. A lot of the main streets are flooded, so back roads have been the easiest for me.
She advises everyone to drive with extra caution in this rain, and if you haven't heard it enough already, remember, if a street is flooded, don't risk it.
Half the underpasses are closed off because they're completely flooded out, so like 4, 5, 6 feet of water under there, so don't go under the underpasses.
And while we were out and about tonight, we did see some downed trees and some Dominion crews out working to make sure everyone keeps power. So it's just going to be a busy, rainy night for a lot of folks. So if you're going to be out on the roads, please stay safe. Live in Norfolk, Markeisha Jackson, 10 on your side.
And in the meantime, conditions continue to improve. That's the good news. Thank you, Markeisha. Live in Norfolk, across the river in Portsmouth. This is an example of what Dominion Energy crews had to deal with. This is on Twin Pines Road in Churchland. And at one point, nearly 30,000 customers lost power in southeastern Virginia, many still out tonight. The great majority of those outages are in Virginia Beach. But flooding was the bane of most residents, including the area of Windsor Woods. Cheyenne Pagan spent some time there tonight.
Well, I visited West Colonial Parkway in Virginia Beach, and as you can see behind me, the street got pretty flooded. But one resident tells me this isn't the first time.
Rain, rain, go away. That's what some Windsor Woods area residents are thinking tonight as water from the roadway creeps up to their doorsteps.
I had a vehicle drive through my side yard today because they didn't want to go through the water.
Eric McKenna Halal says this is a reality for those who live along West Colonial Parkway. He says the at times knee-high water has been causing issues for drivers in the neighborhood all afternoon.
I've seen 5 tow trucks go by in the last hour with different vehicles.
The area got hit by Hurricane Matthew back in 2016. He says most of the homes had to be redone because of the damage from flooding.
Residents had to, go down to the studs and re-gut it, put in new drywall, new ceilings, new roofs.
Now, after today, he wants more to be done to protect the Windsor Woods area during future flooding events. The city did send a statement saying that the recently installed Windsor Woods tide gate currently has 5 temporary pumps in place to help lower Lake Windsor. But they add that during heavy rain events like this, the pumps don't have the full capacity needed. They go on to say, quote, the city has a project underway to replace these temporary pumps with a permanent, larger pump station that will provide more protection in future storms.
And I really want them to look at where this water is coming from the Lynn Haven River, up the tributaries. I know they're doing a lot of work at Mount Trashmore Lakes right now. As you drive by, there's a lot of work being done. They've done a lot of dredging, but what more can the city do to prevent these floods from continuously happening?
We'll continue to bring you the latest weather updates on air and online. Cheyenne Pagan, 10 on your side.
Also in Virginia Beach, a tree behind an apartment building here. It came down near Mount Trashmore. Not too much damage outside the fence at Boulevard 45. Crews work to remove that debris. Now to the Outer Banks, where wind and waves have been kicking up for the last 24 hours. These conditions brought out double red flag warnings at Nags Head. Down NC 12, crews are hard at work repairing the dunes as drivers contend with overwash still. They reopened the Bassnite Bridge after a mobile home nearly blew off a semi-trailer. Crews continued ferry service between Hatteras and Ocracoke over by Jeanette's Pier. Those conditions delayed the ESA Eastern Championship for the second day in a row. Of course, with the surf this good, young contestants are still out here for fun. The contest keeps a flexible schedule in case of weather events like this.
I'm just thinking, don't get hurt and don't go on stupid waves. Sure. Because I don't want to get hurt for the contest. Right. And I'm just trying to kind of play it safe today because I don't want to wreck up my board or hurt myself.
That way they could shift it. And if it's really bad conditions like yesterday and today, they can push it back. Sure. It's awesome to do it, except for they're all supposed to be in school and I'm supposed to be at work. So there's a little bit different there.
It's kind of a forced vacation when this happens.
But we're in Nags Head. It's awesome.
Well, Dare County schools went to remote learning for today, and this coastal storm has claimed another oceanfront home in Buxton. This picture comes from the National Park Service from Tower Circle Road. No one was inside at the time. Cape Hatteras National Seashore says avoid the north end of Rodanthe because of those threatened oceanfront structures. And by the way, if you're keeping count, this is the 12th house collapse in this area in the past 5 years.